All right, we are live. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Thank you guys so
afternoon.
much for tuning in with us. You guys are in for a special treat this afternoon. Celebrate as you come into the room. We do not own the rights to this music.
Yes, definitely what's in it.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys, I am Lashonda Wofford. I am the founder of this great community, All Things Coaching. I am also an instructor and for Purpose Zeal Academy. I am the CEO and founder of Aiken's Helping Hands. I am a four-time best-selling author. And that is enough about me. You guys, I have some amazing women here on this panel with me today. And I'm just going to let them tell you guys a little bit about who they are. All right.
Hi, I am Karon Graves. I am recently certified and accredited as a recovery life coach. I have close to 30 years of experience in human services and some dabbling in counseling studies. And so when the opportunity became available to become certified, I jumped on it. I said, what better way to take all the experience and the knowledge that I have and share that with other people so that they can step into their purpose. So I am so excited to be here. And thank you so much because we have a wonderful instructor. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
You're muted, Lashonda.
We can't hear you.
You're still muted.
Dr. Bailey.
Yeah.
You're up, Dr. Bailey.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Frances Ann Bailey, and I am the founder of the Purpose Zeal Academy. I'm so excited. My heart is really warm right now. Just seeing the impact that's happened globally, and then seeing the awesome instructor, Lashonda, who just believe in the vision of not only just Purpose Zeal Academy, but those who want to walk in purpose and actually, become that coach to help impact others that I can't reach, that maybe Lashonda can't reach, that maybe all the other ones that she certified can't reach. So I'm excited about being here. I didn't even say much about myself. I'm a certified coach as well, and the founder of a nonprofit organization. I'm just excited to be here.
Fatima, you're up.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Fatima Smith, and I have been wanting to be a life coach for quite some time, probably about a good 6 or 7 years. Thought about it, but didn't really take the steps necessary. I mean, if I have to look back, I've been kind of in service even if I had to go back even further to my teenage years, I kind of been doing it anyway. And so I am ecstatic that I am certified and accredited. This has been nothing short of a blessing, and I am so happy to be a part of this village. And I'm just grateful to be here on today.
Amen.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys were incredible students. You still are. And I just feel so honored to have been the one to help you guys reach that becoming certified. Hold on, let me back up. Accredited and certified life
Yeah.
recovery coaches. Um, so now that we've introduced everybody, we do have one more coach who is running a little bit behind. When she come on, then I'll give her an opportunity to introduce herself as well. But for now, we're going to go ahead and move forward. I know a lot of you have been seeing me just now, even saying Purpose Zeal Academy. So, what is that, right? Everybody want to know what is it? Dr. Bailey, if you don't share with the people what Purpose Zeal Academy is, where did it come from? Just give us all the goodness about Purpose Zeal Academy.
Absolutely. So Purpose Zeal Academy, basically Purpose Zeal, keeping your zeal for purpose, because we know things can happen, it can come, knock you back, and we'll start becoming adapting to our circumstances. You're right. Instead of realizing it's just a condition, it's not our position. So I love the fact that I wanted to produce Purpose Zeal Academy to help those stay in purpose, but a lot of times a lot of people don't have a zeal for purposes. Sometimes they don't know what they were created to do, or they don't have the resources or the people there to help give them that push. So, I was that one. When I wanted to become a certified life coach, it was like, where do I go? Who do I do this? What do I, who do I contact? Who do I trust? Like, I didn't know anything. And so when you start a business or anything, right, it's about solving an issue. So I went back and thought about, how can I solve that issue to have something there for those who are ready to be activated in the marketplace? Because everyone doesn't want to be in the pulpit. We don't have, our only voice isn't just holding a mic in the pulpit. You can write a book. You can be a coach. You can be a Christian counselor. You can land the stage, but it doesn't have to be in a pulpit. You could be out as a TEDx speaker. You could just be out there speaking from a principle of a book. So that's what Purpose Zeal Academy is about, helping those to operate in the marketplace effectively by giving them that marketplace education, whether it's starting a podcast, writing a book, starting a home care business, building your brand, to just be, having this PR, the public relations, having people to see the visibility of you. So that's what Purpose Zeal Academy is about. It's not just boxing one in, but letting those soar. That's why we have our eagle as our logo, soaring, and it's about developing others, and then walking in that dominion, right? So when you develop others, they're able to walk in dominion, and eventually they can reach their destiny. So that's our 3Ds in the Purpose Zeal Academy: dominion, destiny, and what was that last one I said, y'all? Dominion, destiny, and overall, just walking out in purpose and being that coach, or just operating in the marketplace where God leads you. So it's the went global and went international, even having international accreditation. So because I don't believe it's just about reaching those here who I can connect with. It was bigger. It's bigger than that. Right. And so that's the whole point of having the expansion, that part, and even going international, impacting those everywhere to help others walk in their purpose.
That's right. That is awesome. That is awesome. When I heard about Purpose Zeal Academy, I was just like, oh my God. Like it's one of those things where if you don't say yes, I'm gonna keep nudging you. I'm gonna keep pulling at you. I'm gonna keep putting it in front of you. But it didn't take too long for me to grasp it, right? Told me about it. I could see the vision so clear. So, and that's how I knew that this was a home for me. If I'm going to help others walk into their purpose, what better place to be than Purpose Zeal Academy? Everything just aligned so perfectly, and it didn't feel forced. It just felt so natural and just so um it was me. Like when you explain what it was, that's part of who I represent, right? That's part of what I've been doing anyway. So why not do it under this great academy? So thank you so much, Dr. Bailey, for that. We certainly appreciate the platform because it is already been a and we just let's all right, Coach Karon, can you tell the people like your why, like why was life coaching important for you?
Sure. So life coaching is important to me because I became at a place in my career where I was trying to figure out, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And I felt like I was not being pushed out of the corporate world, but I was being pushed into a place where I really needed to examine myself. And I've always been in a profession where I'm helping other people. And I'm helping other people who are dealing with so many things that we see day to day in life. And so, why not take that a step further and really try to dive into some of the things that are in our community that are impacting us, some of the things that we might have in conversations with friends or family. And so, that's part of the push for me. The push was, one, examining, where I was. Do I want to continue to do a 9 to 5? Yeah, 9 to 5 is great. But what about leaving legacy? What about building? What about taking all the things that you have within you that's part of your foundation and helping that to grow? And so that's my why. That's why I joined it. And in listening to Dr. Bailey, some of the things that she mentioned, especially with the purpose piece of it, I was like, wow, that all relates to my brand and everything that I'm trying to build, and it goes back to purpose. And so, it's just loving to, see people do better than where we met them and continuing to be there to be supportive. And so that's my why.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And this is another I wanted to do this because when it's when things are meant to be, when God is moving, He put the right people in place to get the job done, right? Because you guys, when you came into when you signed up for the life recovery coach, you didn't know you hadn't met Dr. Bailey. Of course, I told you guys who she were, but this is the second time that y'all actually had a conversation, and what she just spoke already aligns with what you're doing, right? So that's so important because all moving in alignment with the greater purpose. I'm excited. I'm trying to stay in this seat and contain myself because I know where this is going. I can see it and I can feel it in my heart. Um, Thank you, Coach Karon. Coach Fatima, can you let the people know why you chose to be why you chose life coaching?
Yes, ma'am. I guess it didn't. I really didn't choose it. I'm really getting the revelation that God chose it for me, of course. So I probably was already chosen for it before I even knew it, because this is amazing that every single conversation that we've ever had, I find something in it, and it's like, oh my gosh, I get more revelation each and every time, and even in this very brief conversation that we're having right now, I just had a flashback, and I was like, wow, I kind of been doing this like from a girl, and helping out in the neighborhood and just always being that one to be there for the community. And now I'm fast forwarding, and just something that was just said about purpose again. I just had a flashback of a relationship that I was in about a good decade ago, and me being in the fashion industry for so long, my guy then was like, what's your ministry? He had a ministry. He was behind the pulpit. He was a licensed minister. He did all of this in the community. And I was doing those things as well, but just in a different way. And he would always say, fashion this and fashion that and fashion shows. And what's your real ministry? I was doing my real ministry and had been and still am. That is my ministry. And if I look back at all the lives that were touched with the growth and the training and the development, even in fashion, it's not about the industry, because God can use who he chooses and what he wants and take that. That's a lot of my relationships was founded and bounded by fashion, but it was so much greater than that, and it is still. So now that I have this platform, I'm like, I see what you was doing, Lord, long before now. And it is a ministry. And just on a personal note, I want to be there for people and be that person that I did not have in my life. I want to be able to provide the level of services that were not provided for me, and be able to share to others how I became an overcomer, how I made it through, and just kind of pour into them and give them the things that I did not have, because it's needed. And I feel like it's my time to shine. I feel like now it is my time. For all of that was not for naught. And now at this present time, I'm able to share and give and be that for someone, which I needed for myself. So I'm just pretty excited about that.
That that was awesome, Coach Fatima. And you further, each time one of y'all speak, it further explains and it further shows the purpose, right? It further shows how we're all aligned and how God orchestrated this entire thing so that it works for his greater good. Dawanna is having technical difficulties. Her signal is not strong. So whenever she comes back and is able to stay, we'll have her introduce herself. But we'll just move right along. Coach Karon, what are you currently working on now? Like, what's next now that you have your certification, and you choose to do life recovery coach?
So there's so many ideas that come to mind about what's next. And so sometimes I have to try to tame myself, because I'm that person that I think big, and I don't think on a small scale. I think on that, that larger scale about things. But one of the wonderful things that I am working on is doing a workbook for people when they come and they want to have life coaching. That workbook hopefully will help give them some guidance, will also help with some more self-development, and really trying to hit some of the areas that we might face in life. And sometimes having a place to put things down and seeing what those look like on paper helps. So I'm looking forward to doing that, along with just some more workshop, group works, just whatever talents that I already have, just really marketing those things and bringing them to the forefront. So that's where I see myself taking this, as well as, increasing the social media presence, because that's the age that we're in, right? So we have to meet people where they are. And so right now, everything is social media. So how can I, maximize that, even if it's just giving, 5-minute, motivational things online. That's the goal, to really just reach as many people as possible.
Yay, I'm proud of y'all. Coach Fatima, now that you have your certification, what's next for you? What are you working on? And why did you choose life recovery? Why did you choose that particular certification?
For all the reasons why I mentioned prior. Everybody that is somebody goes through in life. I mean, and our life's experiences are what teach us, how to overcome. And because of that, we know the tools, we know Everything don't work for everybody, but because we have experiences in certain aspects of this world called life, we can share and we can offer different perspectives and we can offer, our faith. And we just have so much to offer because of who we are and what we've endured. That's what grants us the opportunities to offer all of that to other people. And that just means so much to me because there's so many people that don't have that. um, it's everywhere at the workplace, in the school system with the children. I mean, it's everywhere. And then when we think about even with the youth, and the suicides and the bullying and just all this that goes on in the world. And it's easy for us to say, well, what will make a 10-year-old not want to be here anymore? What kind of stress does a 12-year-old go through and what and this and that? But are you kidding me? Yes, they go through too. And they need people to talk to, they need people to share, they need people that they're comfortable about sharing what's going on in their life, in their world, no matter the age. I have a 13-year-old niece, and my brother and his wife had a situation with her recently, actually a couple weeks ago, and they called me to just kind of talk to her. And so I had to put myself on notice to kind of get in her mind. And I just simply asked her, like, when your parents are asking you to do something, what goes on in your brain at that very moment? Even something as simple as clean your room or make your bed or whatever they tell you to do, what goes on with you at that very moment where you want to be disrespectful, lash out, or say something that gonna get you in trouble? At that very moment, what happens? And she says, I don't feel like what I do is ever good enough. So when they're telling me to do something, I just kind of rebel because I feel like when I do it, it's not never good enough. That's deep. I mean, it could be something as simple as that makes a child feel like they're not valued and they're, whatever they do is not good enough. I'm not worthy. I hear your directive. You're telling me to clean my room, but my version of cleaning my room doesn't work for you. You're telling me to make my bed, but when I do it, I'm still in trouble. So, I mean, it's just so much. And kids and adults, everybody needs an outlet to just share. And for me, it's training your brain to think about what's happening in the moment. It's hard to do that, of course, because we just want to go and we want to, but at that very moment, if we can stop and think about and process what's going on and then figure out in a nanosecond what I'm going to do from here. If I'm going to go left and get myself in trouble, or am I going to go right and, get success out the end results? So it's just so many different facets. And I don't even remember the actual question that you asked me, but it's needed. I do know that there's a need for it, not just in the communities, but, in our households, there's just a need for it in the world. And, a lot of times my brother and I, we do have conversation, when we were little, and we all do. When we were growing up, we couldn't talk. We couldn't say this. We couldn't speak our minds. We all have gone through that. But at the end of the day, it's about respect, but we still have to talk to people because people have feelings too. We still have to talk to people, whether it be adults or the youth, and not belittle them and not, not have them feel that their worth is diminished, but speak to them in a way that everybody gets the results that they're looking to have from that conversation. So I have no idea what made me share all that, but this is all a part of what I want to do. And I'm very intentional when it comes to that. Helping people is what I want to do. I'm so excited about branding and, what that looks like, and how, what my vision was to come up with a name, and, what am I going to do? Is it going to be one-on-one? Is it going to be groups? All of that. I'm just so excited to be in that phase of what my business will look like. And yeah, I'm stoked.
Yay. Fatima, I want to say, you made so many points while you were speaking. Um, but the one I want to bring up, I want to first say kudos to your brother and his wife for calling you somebody that they knew could help, because at that point they realized they really couldn't. So I think that was big of them to reach out and try to, help, to say, hey, can you talk to her, what's going on, and then receive the feedback from you, right? Because a lot of times parents don't mean to do it, right? They don't mean to make her feel like that she doing stuff, and they probably wasn't even trying to make that feel. But the fact that you saw someone that could help. Oh dear God, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The fact that they reached out to you, I say kudos to them. And then now that piece is there, so now you can guide them areas. And also, um, I thought that was huge for your niece to know that she has someone that she can talk to and share her true feelings with. So that was big for me too, because a lot of kids don't have that. They're afraid to. It's because of things that has gone on in parenting. We have to make sure that we always, even if it's not you, the parent, that your child has someone trustworthy, someone, let me back up, trustworthy, someone that they can talk to and share their feelings, and that they can get insight to receive, your advice and your guidance. So that was big, and I thank you for sharing that. We never know why God laid things on our heart to share, but you did, and we're appreciative of that, because we don't know who watching now or going to catch the replay later may need that. So you may have just helped a couple of more parents, with an issue that they had, and help another teenage kid with an issue that they may have. So just look out for your inbox. That's all I'm saying. Riley, do you have anything that you would like to add?
Did you say me, Lashonda?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I caught
I was
it went out.
asking, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, I'm just excited for anyone who's ready and to become enrolled and about to activate and say, I'm no longer sitting on what I have on the inside. And I always say this: you already qualified, you just getting certified. Right. And so you just say, going into this new year, that you're going to be the one to take that step forward, to actually enter into the call place that God has called you to be, that chosen place, and go ahead and operate in the marketplace, impacting others. And as Fatima said, don't beat yourself up if you're not called to that pulpit. You can be dressing somebody up and ministering to them. You know what I mean? And, God might strategically have you in a certain place for that reason. Because, a lot of people, sometimes people in fashion, they think about the outside, but they don't think about the inside. And so God has people right there to help with the, to clean that inside up while you cleaning the outside up, right? So everything will be bling bling. So I just want to encourage anyone who's looking at the video, if you are ready, if you're looking at this and you've been feeling the push, your time is now. Enrollment is open. Lashonda is an awesome instructor. These other coaches are awesome instructors. As you have heard, if you're catching the end, go back and catch it from the beginning so you can say, I'm not lying. They are some awesome instructors, and I'm excited to see you all go forth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I just would like to add,
we are going to get ready to wrap it up later. We can't hear you.
I think there's a delay on my end, perhaps, but I just would like to add, if I may, to all of the people who are embarking on this journey and interested in registering. Again, you've heard it been said, but I'm going to say it again. Lashonda Wofford is an amazing instructor. I know a lot of times you don't know what to look for, what to, what's going to take place in a class, but you can feel comfortable knowing that her teaching style is her own, and it's very interactive, and that, you can feel free to just be yourself and to share. There's so many situations where, we're in a classroom setting and people don't know how safe it is. Should I say something? Should I not? How much could I share? This is the place that you can absolutely be yourself. You can share, and you will get the most out of this life recovery course if you do that. Just come in and just get all that you can out of it. And it's an amazing course, and you'll go a long way with it. I just wanted to add that. Kudos to my soror in line sister. Love you so much, and thank you so much for everything.
Oh, don't make me cry on this live now. I'm trying to not do that. But thank you so much. I told you guys this before. I was honored. I really was. I was truly honored that y'all chose me, because there's so many academies, there's so many other instructors that you guys could have chose, but you chose me to be your instructor, and I am forever grateful. I'll say it again, I'm forever grateful because you didn't have to choose me to be your instructor. But I'm glad that you did. You guys are phenomenal in your own rights. This was something that you were already doing anyway. I just brought you through the course so that you can get certified. So now that you can use the tips and tools for the curriculum along with what you were already doing, because you guys already had a heart to help people, and that's what you have to have before any degree, before any degree. You have to have compassion. You have to have the compassion, and you have to have the willingness to want to see people do better. You guys already had that, so it's to just be with you guys for those 5 6 weeks. It ended so fast, but anyway, I want you guys, before we go, to let the people know they can find you all. Fatima, if you don't mind letting people know how they can stay connected with you.
Yes, you can stay connected with me through Fatima Smith on Facebook for right now. I am in web development of just doing some reconstruction of my overall website as a whole, which will be I Am Fatima Smith. But right now it's under construction. But you can find me on Facebook, Fatima Smith. Also at F Smith Productions with an S on the end at gmail.com. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Coach Karon.
You can find me at Pushed Towards Purpose, and that's on Facebook. My website is www.pushtowardspurpose.org. And I also am at Gmail, pushtowardspurpose@gmail.com. So there's 3 different ways that you can contact me. And so I'm ready. And I just also want to say, Lashonda, it's the biblical basis that you stand on that make you a phenomenal instructor. And we talked about this because a lot of times you want someone that doesn't just know the technical part of it, but knows the word. And in our churches, we're missing that. And so that's what makes the bar raise even higher for the instructor that you are, is that you know the word, you stand on the word, and you make sure that comes through in your teaching. And so there's no price that you can put on that. So I just wanted to add that. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Y'all, listen, y'all trying. Thank you so much. Like I said, this has been. I'm honored. I really honored. What I pour into you guys is what has been poured into me, right? And so I just, it's all God. That's all I can say. It's not me. It's not me at all. It's all God, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Forever grateful to God and what He's doing in my life and in Purpose Zeal Academy and in you guys' life. It's this is big, y'all. Like I can't even, and that's not even the right word, but that's all I can get out right now. It's so much bigger than any of us, so much bigger than any of us. But this is all God control. He's in control, and coming out of me is what's been instilled in me, what's been poured into me. Um, and my cup has been continuously getting filled throughout the years so that now I can do exactly what I'm doing, right? Um, and that's what it's all about. So I thank you all so very much for your kind words, and just again for choosing to be your instructor and even still, seeking me out, asking questions for guidance or whatever. You guys, I am here. Like we didn't just do, okay, your certification period is over, don't inbox me, don't email me. No, that's not it. We're here together because we're in this together. So questions that they have, they can inbox me, they can call me, whatever it is, and I am going to see to it that I help them and guide them the best way I know how. And guess what, Dr. Bailey? and she always right there to give guidance and answer whatever questions that I can. But I try not to lean on her too much, even though she's so busy. But her being busy does not mean nothing. She still makes herself available, and I love that. So, um, I could just go on and on, guys, but I won't even do that. I'm not gonna do that because then the floodgates gonna open, and I'm not gonna be able to get a word out because I'm just gonna be crying. But Dr. Bailey, could you please tell the people how they can contact you, where they how they can contact you so that people can stay connected with you as well?
Yes, ma'am. You can contact me on all platforms at Fran Ann Bailey. My website, francisannbailey.com. And that's it. Yeah, you'll find Francis Bailey Enterprises online on Facebook. If you can type in Francis Bailey Enterprises, or you can type in at Fran Ann Bailey. Also, you can email me at info@francisannbailey.com or purposezealacademy@gmail.com.
Got it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, I am Lashonda Walford. I want to thank each of you for tuning in for our roundtable discussion. Yay! I want to thank you guys for tuning in for our first roundtable discussion. Enjoy your holidays. For me, you can contact me through Facebook, Lashonda Walford. Just my name, Lashonda Walford. In my Albany private community, and we also have coaching with Lashonda Walford. That community is not private, so you can go there to just follow us. All the coaches here. Dawanna is having technical difficulties, but Dawanna Alexander is another coach who graduated with these beautiful ladies here with a life recovery certification, and she is too now accepting new clients, ladies, not ladies, but everyone. She's accepting new clients. We'll have more information from her come forward, and I will drop it under this video in the All Things Coaching community. Um, until then, next time, you guys, stay in
Can I,
touch. Everybody be safe. Yes, ma'am, you
Yes,
can.
I wanted to say something really quick. I wanted to say congratulations and spotlight on Lashonda, as even if Purpose Zeal be 20 years out, history has been made, as Lashonda was the first instructor to actually hold her cohort and bring those in. No competition in Purpose Zeal Academy, but I'm just acknowledging what has been done. And she also was the first to hold the first graduation of Purpose Zeal Academy.
Yes.
And that is history. That's
Aw.
history. that's history. So Lashonda, there we will hold on to every instructor, but we could never, ever, 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 ever forget Lashonda Wofford. And I honor you and I appreciate you. And I thank you for not just you can doing this with your heart. Your heart is in it, and that makes a difference when your heart is pure and your heart is in it. And I honor you publicly. I love you.
Oh,
Now.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. When I told Dr. Bailey I was doing a graduation for y'all, she said, "Oh my gosh." She was like, "An actual graduation?" And I said, "Yes, yes, ma'am." So then she's like, "I need to get some stuff together so I can put it in the bag." And I said, "Don't worry about it. I already did all that. We good. This from all of the Purpose Zeal. We are one. So it's from you, it's from me. I just want to celebrate them again because these ladies took a they did something that they've been wanting to do, right? They prioritized what they wanted to do. They made themselves a priority. They betted on themselves. And I was just so proud of them for doing that because they're so used to what do everybody need? And then their needs, okay, well, I can wait to do this because so and so needs this. But these ladies all at different times, none of them knew who was in the class until we logged in the first day. They did not know. But at different times, they all said, I feel like this is my time. And that is why that song was their theme song. So every time we logged in for class, I played It's My Time to shine for them. And every time we left, we played that song. So we came into the training room celebrating and we left the training room celebrating. And this is no different. I'm just proud of them. And they've been moving and shaking ever since they got those certifications. I mean, I'm honored. Really, I am. I'm honored. And I thank each and every one of you in your absence, even though you can't log on, technical issues. I'm truly grateful for you as well. She's phenomenal in her own right, just like these women. And she is on fire and ready to launch her business. Her business will launch um January 2023. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, ladies, thank you so much. Darlene, thank you so much for tuning in. We certainly appreciate you for being here with us. We know that you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to come spend a little time over here with us, and we thank you for that. We're forever grateful for that. Anybody else got any closing remarks before we end the broadcast?
I just wanted to share, and this is y'all know me, but this
Okay.
is the last thing that I feel led to say. But and this
That's okay.
this is for the future people again who has an interest or who feel like they may want to, but they're not sure or they have to wait. I know that our theme song, It's My Time, was for me and for us at this particular time. I, like a lot of you all, have a lot going on. I am an entrepreneur. I have so many different businesses. I do work full time still. I mean, I have stuff going on, but God said now, and I wasn't looking for excuses not to do it because I knew that this was something that I wanted to do. As a matter of fact, did I think Lashonda mentioned my sister Darlene was on the line. And if she is, I'm just going to give a tribute to her because my sister became a life coach some years back. And I wanted to go under the instruction that she had. And when I reached out to that particular group to sign up for them, I didn't get any responses. And so now here it is years later, I'm ready and I'm like, let's do this. But I didn't get any responses. And it just so happened that Lashonda was advertising and promoting. And I was like, hey, what better training to come up under than my sisters? Like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. But when registration time came, I was like, wow, I just embarked on a whole nother endeavor separate to this, of course, that cost it, And you have to invest in yourself. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this and this too, because I literally just took on an investment project that I was already, in the works with. And I was like, can I do both? And so it's my nature, and I'm just being honest, to procrastinate on a thing. There's a lot of things that I could be doing, and then I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. And I knew I wanted to do this, but of course I was like, do I have the finances to do this on top of everything else that I have going on? And can I make it work? And I'm toiling with myself, but I really wanted to do it. Honey, I messaged Lashonda and I was like, I might just have to sit this one out and, join the next class. God was like, you will not. Procrastination time is over. You will go ahead and take this class. I mean, and it happened suddenly. It happened suddenly, and he made it all happen. So I know that this was for me. And it's just time out for procrastination, period. Anything that you want to do and you are striving to get to that next level, do it. There is nothing stopping you from doing it but you. All you need to do is take the first step and he will do the rest. So for all of those people that are like me, that just like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'll do it later. Or I don't know if this is the time. It is the time. As a matter of fact, when you think of it in your brain, that is the time. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks before we even graduated, I had already asked the Lord, what should I call my business? He had already gave me the vision. I wrote it down, the whole 9, and we ain't even had no graduation service yet, but I already knew where he was taking me at with this. And none of this would have happened had I been stuck in procrastination land. It's time out. Everything that you guys want to get is for you to get. You just have to go get it. So yes, it is your time. For all the doubters and the naysayers, it is your time. The finances is going to come. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, sign up, register. He's going to make it happen. And that's all I got to say. Thank you for letting me share.
Liz, ain't nothing else to be said after that. Liz, nothing else to be said after that. Thank you so much, Fatima. And it happened just like that. So we're going to play this exit. We're going to celebrate leaving this room, celebrate you ladies, and just celebrate everything that's to come. Again, thank you guys so much for sacrificing your time to come on here. And thank you, Darlene, for being here with us. Thank you for everybody who's going to catch the replay. Again, reach out to these coaches. They're ready. They're ready. Their heart is ready. They're ready to help people recover. So reach out to them. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy your holidays. Be safe.